Hello, everybody. I am here with a very important person, a very high profile man, the second admin of STC, Cam, not the comedy man. How are you doing
Yes,
tonight?
sir. Doing good. It's a nice Wednesday evening. Uh, Busy being the mod of STC is quite the taxing job. I'm not going to lie.
There's no days off here. It's the night before
Mhm.
Thanksgiving, and we're out here.
I know. I'm out here juggling two jobs, man.
He's got two gamer cop jobs.
Basically, one is a cyber patrol and one is actual patrolling.
That's crazy.
I gotta maintain the firewalls. I gotta watch them. I gotta observe and report, as they say.
This man has detained people in the cyber world and in the physical world. How many people would you say you've detained in total?
Oh, jeez. Oh my God. I wish I kept track because there's actually a good amount. I want to say at least 50. At
Holy
least
shit.
50.
This man is fucking. He's laying down the law. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like half the time it's like it's just your routine kind of crap where you got someone stealing stuff or just being a dick, and then it's like, oh, great, now we gotta get the police involved, and then boom, there's a report after it. This man has to write reports on this shit.
Like we said, a very hard job. But he's still out here doing it. That actually does kind of relate to a question I was going to ask you. Like everybody that I do these interviews with, I always ask them like when they first came around and started talking to us, like if they could ever envision them being like where they are now in the current day. And I feel like this particular question is very interesting to get your perspective on because you're now an admin, as we've already let the people know. And but you know, it was just like 2 years ago. You were like constantly getting shitted on. Like we had fucking Ben in here, just fucking
Fucking
like
man.
every sentence that came out of his mouth was just like putting you down. You were literally like
Yeah,
considered the bottom of the totem
it was me
pole.
walking into that. Yeah, it was me walking into getting shitted on.
Yeah,
Every sentence I said, everything, every thought that came to my mind came back with a comeback from someone else giving me shit.
exactly. So I guess my question is, did you ever imagine that you would have this glorious rise in the ranks, or did you always think you were just going to be getting shitted on?
Uh, you know, I kind of embraced it because like, I can I don't I don't mind taking a joke or taking a few hits here and there because like I've dealt with that in school. So like once you hear the first time, it don't mean much. And with me being in high school, it's like I pretty much heard everything that pretty much can be said. But like, since it um obviously I have obviously my limits have been pushed from time to time again. But like um honestly, I saw myself moving up in rank. I just didn't the way that it happened though was not at all what I imagined. Like I was like I wouldn't mind. I don't mind getting the shit talk because I mean this is shit talk central. It's shit talk.
Right.
What else is it gonna be? But um no, honestly, I saw myself moving up in rank, but with the way have things have progressed within like the last like year or so, it's been a bit of a surprise for me, to be honest.
Yeah, the way it's played out has actually been crazy. Like, so let's
Yeah.
walk the people through through a bit of
Oh.
the timeline here. So let's go back to the meetup of 2018. So
Oh
after
yeah.
after the meetup of 2018, which during meetup 2018, there was the whole drowning incident, and you almost just flat out left and called it quits after that. But I remember after the meetup talking to Mop, and Mop and I were like, "Yo, Cam's cool as fuck in real life." Like that was like
Yeah.
the first moment where Mop and I were like, "Yo, hold up, this is like." I was like, "Yo, I think Cam's like the dopest nigga around." And then Mop and I were both like, "Yeah, he's definitely way cooler than fucking Ben." Like we were
Yeah.
like, "Yo, Ben's a
Of course.
bitch," and we were talking all this shit about Ben, and then
Yeah.
so that was established, but
Yeah.
could,
Especially when you consider that 2018 was the first year y'all actually had me at the meetup. You
yeah,
had
yeah,
Ben for 2 years at that point.
yeah,
So that's another thing to
yeah,
take into
exactly. We
perspective.
we had been 2 years in a row, and neither left a very good impression. But
Yeah.
just like a couple months after that is when you finally were trying to, I guess, ease your way out of STC, because you were under the impression that we still like really liked Ben, and you didn't want to be in the group with Ben. So then
Yeah.
I eventually was able to get in contact with you after you were MIA for like 2 months. I get in
Yeah.
contact with you on Steam,
Yeah. On
and
Steam.
and then finally, that on Steam of all places, we have an epic gamer moment, and we finally put our we finally we're like, wait, you don't like Ben? I don't like Ben either.
Yeah.
And then we know what happened there at the beginning of this
Yeah.
year. So
Basically, yeah.
that's the story of how we basically got you to not 2018 was the year of you trying to leave STC
Yeah.
basically, and then this year we finally got rid of the root of the problem there. But what
Yeah.
got you to the admin role was an unexpected disposal of a person with Mop leaving, and
Yeah.
that in itself is insane. uh,
Oh my God. Yeah.
Obviously shook all of us. One of the biggest events, most unexpected events in STC history. Uh, what was going through your mind? Because you were the only one who was awake when Mop left. A lot of people don't fully under
Yeah.
imagine being the only person to watch 9/11 happen.
I know, right?
What was going through your mind?
Well, at first I just thought, either like honestly, a whole bunch of things were going on. Obviously, I'm like thinking, wait, is like, well, I'm not sure what I saw first. No, I saw him leave first, and then I saw him. Then I noticed that he removed me. So at first, I initially thought, oh, well, maybe this is him hanging out with his friends again. Instead of them fucking with his YouTube channel, or like now they're fucking with his YouTube channel, and now they're fucking with his Discord,
Mm-hmm.
and this is all just like one big huge like temporary setback for Mob again. So we're gonna have to like another reboot of Tyrant or Zacian, and it was just gonna be like this was gonna be fixed within like the next day or so. But then I try getting on his Snapchat and talking to him. And then I'm like, okay, this is getting really weird because either his friends are really messing with all his stuff or something's up because this is a little too weird because I think I only have him on Snapchat, Discord, and YouTube, and oh yeah, and Twitter, on Twitter too. And yeah, those were all like when I saw all those things happening pretty much at once, and basically like it just occurred to me that maybe this is more serious than I thought it would be, and I'm just like, shit, man. Willie's everyone else is asleep. Everyone, this is on a school night,
Yeah.
and like I'm pretty sure. No, no, no. This was after I was off work because I remember the next day. That was when I was actually talking to you guys while I was patrolling
Yeah.
on duty. So yeah, it was crazy, man. Because like at first I just didn't mind or didn't pay much mind to it, and then suddenly I'm like thinking, well, shit, maybe this is more than it appears to be. So I'm just like, shit, man, shit's fucked.
Yeah. But I kind of had the same thought process because even though I wasn't the only one awake, like I obviously wasn't awake to see it happen. During the week I get up at 6 a.m. every day. So I get up at 6 a.m. Everyone else is asleep when I get up.
Yeah.
You had already gone to bed. So I'm just sitting there alone looking at this like, what the fuck happened? Like, dude, they always say not to check your phone when you first wake up because if you see something bad it'll ruin the rest of your day. Dude, that was literally just like demonstrated so perfectly with that. I pick up my phone, first thing I do, I check Discord. Bruh, Mop left. What? Nigga, what?
I know. Oh my god.
It's 6 a.m. No one else is awake. I'm sitting there basically screaming into the void, like typing in Discord, like, hello, is anyone there? What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, because like I didn't know what to do. Honestly, there was basically nothing I could do. Really. So I'm just like, what the fuck is this? What am I supposed to do? They didn't teach me this. They didn't teach me this in orientation.
Yeah, there's some things you gotta learn on the job.
What to do when your friend leaves the Discord group.
So yeah, he left, and then Michael, who is now been removed.
And then we still don't have many answers. Still, we're still getting these.
Yeah, that's the thing.
PayPal messages.
That's the thing. We're over. It's been over 2 months, and we still do not have a lot of information to go off of. We know that Mop is still active on the internet. We know he's alive. He's got Pokemon Sword, and that's about it, boys. That's about it. But yeah, what I was saying was that once he left, and then Michael made the joke, or I don't know, half joke, maybe he was serious, saying that he wanted Mop's admin spot, which is like, bruh, because we literally removed Michael like the next day. But then, shit, where was I going with this? Cam, are you there? Bro, what? And DC. What does that mean, bro? What? Yo, I think they got him. I think they got him. Did he tell me? Is he telling me to DC? Bro, are you there? He got DC'd on laptop.
Okay. I don't know what happened on my computer. So I'm just joining on my phone.
Oh,
apparently
shit.
it's like Discord shit on me.
Dude, I was shook. I was like, they got him. They fucking took him out.
They took me out. Oh my god.
Anyways,
we should be good. Yeah.
That's good. I'm glad that we have a stable connection. Remember, kids always have a backup plan.
Yeah.
So, Michael made the comment about the Mops admin position, and then that was obviously like a bra moment because Michael got kicked out the next day. Like, but that got me thinking, like, yeah, I'm the only admin here. Even though, I'm obviously just the goat of administrative things, so we don't need a whole bureaucracy or anything. But I did have the thought, what would happen if I died, or if like I went to jail or something and couldn't get on the internet, like. We'd want there to be an admin, so I was like, yeah, we need a second admin. So the process was basically like, who am I going to pick? Well, it's obviously not going to be like someone inactive, so that narrows it down to the people who would be active enough to be an admin. That was like you, Rexro, Umbi. I'm not going to pick Umbi because she's a woman, and so it was either going to be you or Rexro. And I was like, you know what? Cam added Rexro here. He's the reason Rexro is here. So Cam should be the admin. He's got a lot of experience with enforcing the law and whatnot. So that's the story of how Cam rose to glory, had a redemption arc, if you will.
Yeah. 2019 was basically the redemption arc.
It really was. I'm glad at least one person here had a redemption arc this year.
Yeah. Oh my god. One redemption arc, 3 fucking write-offs, or was it 2 write-offs, 1 writing themselves out.
Yeah.
Fucking insane year.
Yeah, it started with us kicking Ben out, then we added Michael, and then we added Alex, then we lost Mop, and then we kicked Michael out. So we're at a net loss. Actually, no, we're breaking even, right? Because we're at a net loss of 1. We're at a net loss of 1.
Yeah.
Speaking of losing things, one thing that I like to do, that I started it with Cody, and then I did it again with Umbi's interview. I play a game with each person interview called One Gotta Go, where I name 4 things within a category, and then the person has to choose which one gets sliced out of existence. With Cody, I did some 3D platformer series that he likes, and then with Umbi, I did things that begin with the letter W. With you, I'm going to have One Gotta Go of foods that you have prepared.
Oh, jeez. Oh, you kind of make it easy, because, like, I've only prepared so many. Wait,
Alright,
is this
let me
restricted
list
to...
them. One Gotta
Okay.
Go. Meatballs, eggs, cinnamon rolls, or cheesecake.
You're forgetting one additional item.
Well, I normally only list 4 things, but if you want to add a 5th
Oh,
in
okay.
there...
Okay. No. Because I just blanked out when you said there was like a list of 4. Because like I'm like thinking, no, I prepared more things on stream. Well, I did one additional thing. There was that pudding or whatever.
The coconut shit.
The coconut. Yeah.
Okay, the coconut thing would make this way too easy. Like,
Yeah,
obviously,
that would be way. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that would have made it too easy. Because I'd be like, yeah, that's gotta go.
it's
Yeah,
gotta go.
It's gotta go. It should have been gone like 2 years ago, and it's still in my house. Like, it's just sitting over there like a dirty wet towel. Okay, so we got the cheesecake, meatballs. Yeah. Cheesecake, meatballs. What were the other 2? I forgot.
Eggs and cinnamon rolls.
Yeah, the eggs and cinnamon rolls. Okay. I I'd have to go with the. Oh wow, this is tough. This is pretty tough. Cause like, cheese.
Balls, the eggs. Honestly, I probably wouldn't miss the eggs.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Personally with the eggs, you know, it's just one breakfast item. There's plenty of others, even though it's part of the important meal. Meatballs, I've done it so many times. It's pretty much a staple.
Yeah, exactly.
Cinnamon roll, as much as that would probably be my first choice, I'm only going to keep it because the ones I made actually turned out good. They just didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. Cheesecake, obviously, I would keep because like that's a personal favorite. You know, I like cheesecake, so it's kind of easy for me to write off the eggs, honestly, because like I could just get some like whey protein and just put that into some pancake mix and just make some whey pancakes or something. Have that as a substitute of protein sustenance.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, cheesecake. You really can't fuck that up, honestly. You really can't. I mean, you would have to try.
Yeah,
I mean, if you just do it right, the meatballs they only get better. Like I
exactly.
had, I had those, I had the first attempt, the one, the the Italian the Italian meatballs with spaghetti sauce, and then I had the Texas meatballs. Then I had my other my fourth attempt with recently with the
Yeah,
pudding. Um,
dude, that was a good stream.
that was a good one. I gotta make sure I save the VOD because I do not want to lose that.
I already
'Cause I just,
downloaded the VOD.
all right, good, good, good. Because like I wasn't gonna, I'm not gonna, definitely gonna want to save that and have that for later for I don't know highlights or something. But yeah, my choice would definitely be the eggs. I mean, it's it's easy enough. I wouldn't really miss it too much. If I end up missing it, I just got some alternatives to mess around with.
All right, sounds good. A fair choice. So, one of the things, one of the things that I want to get your opinion on with the current state of affairs and the current state of the economy is, well, I guess some backstory is that
Yeah.
at the meetup this past meetup of the 2019 one, you got me into Rudy from Alpha Investments, and
I did.
yeah, you were playing his fucking videos in the basement, and I was like, oh, this is really good background noise. So I started
Wait, wait.
watching.
When was what video did I play? Do you remember?
It was just some unboxing, like like that's half his videos, but yeah, like it was just some unboxing.
Oh, okay. Then I must have been just watching some random one. I don't remember like actually playing that. Was I putting that on the big screen or was I
Yeah, it
just
was
like,
on the big screen one morning, like when everyone was getting ready, and we were just chilling down there waiting for everyone, and you were just like, "Yeah, this is good background noise," and I was like, "Damn, this is." And
oh my God. I actually do remember that now, vaguely.
which
Uh,
it makes no sense, because I don't give a single fuck about Magic. I've never played Magic. I don't own a single Magic card, but
yeah,
I
same.
am I'm interested in it from the entrepreneurial aspect of what he does.
Yeah, exactly. That's the same way with me because like I literally started watching him like about a year ago, and it was around that time was when he was having a position with not only just Magic but also with he was also expanding his horizons in the trading card game aspect where he had Pokemon,
Yeah.
Vanguard, Weiss, and all these other things. And then the Pokemon stuff was what grabbed my attention because I'm like, oh, okay, he does more than just Magic, you know. I don't really mind the Magic stuff, but the Pokemon stuff I can connect with more.
Mhm.
And then just seeing him talk about basically sort of like kind of like a industry insider look, you know, behind the scenes where, you know, your body as a, I guess like if you were an LGS or a local game shop as they call it or card store or whatever, and you're, you know, able to uh, purchase and acquire this product for basically at a wholesale price, it's actually not a bad gig for yourself if you were someone who's just like investing into it on the side, along with running the business. But of
Mhm.
course, as he's shown, he does it basically running a business like that is doomed to fail based on the sheer fact that the product itself does not really keep the doors open, doesn't really pay the bills. There's other stuff involved with it. It goes much
Mhm.
deeper and than that. And I I really like that kind of stuff because he gives good financial advice and he gives good business advice from the aspect of you know running that kind of business because he actually owns his own business and he actually uh, he used to upload videos showing how he would how one would go about, you know, inquiring about, becoming a store owner like that, and
Mm.
the different things you would have to do. He gives good advice on that. That's the stuff that I really like. More of the financial stuff. The magic stuff's cool and all, but it's really the financial stuff I dig.
Yeah. So you've got a lot more experience with trading card games than I do, but from what I
Yeah.
understand is that basically uh, the trading card game market is like it's very hard. There's a lot of barriers to entry because it's so dominated predominantly by Magic and Pokemon. Those are like the big two that comprise the majority of the market share value. So what I guess my question is, in terms of longevity, Magic has obviously demonstrated it has a great track record, but like how much longer do you think that it's actually like a viable investment option? Is this like actually something that should be considered like a long-term thing, or do you think that it's it's something that will die out just like so many other card games have, or do you think it's gotten to the point that it's too big to fail?
Um, I mean, from what I've seen and from what the guy Rudy says, uh, I what I can say is this, and he gives some valid points for this. The game itself, Magic the Gathering, has come a long way from its early years, where it's gone through several changes, whether it be, the game itself or just how they do business with the warehouses and the store owners that buy the product, and how they release or how they go about releasing product. Um, Personally, I think right now the game is seeing a change in that aspect, where now they're going for, like, instead of going for like traditional, or what they consider traditional, like, merchandising, they're going for more flashier stuff, and they're sort of trying to capitalize on that. So I feel like it's the the game itself uh is pretty big where it is right now, and I think that uh it's only gonna keep keep that kind of trend of where, there's going to be a massive following behind this to support the game and keep it going, just because of the history that it has already with several people, whether it be new people coming in, or people that just back away from the game for a bit, or people that are getting or investing into it on the vintage side of things.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think um, I think the game uh, can continue to operate, or the game will still be around long enough to make it worth an investment. And even if it were to die out, um, there still is some investment opportunity with that as well,
Right.
due to the sheer fact that this also goes back to something I did, because um, when the Dragon
I
Ball,
was going to
when the first
mention that
Dragon
the
Ball,
Dragon
yeah,
Ball.
the Dragon Ball, I literally bought a box of that just because it was only $20, and I just still have that sitting there. And I know he bought like a crap ton of stuff. Like, he literally went to one big online store and just bought out their entire stock of Dragon Ball stuff. And I think um, that has some potential value in and of itself, just because it's Dragon Ball. Um, but of course, he obviously intends to buy other things. He has shown, the guy himself has shown that he has purchased other product from other different dead card games, that like Final Fantasy, for
Yeah.
example, is one of
Mhm.
them, because that thing's starting to take a downturn.
Which is
Um,
kind of sad because it was really big when it first came out.
exactly, yeah. Um, uh, I still think Magic's still going to be a viable investment.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that's going on, like, you're obviously going to have your economic recessions that are going to come into play and then
Right.
affect the game, the market itself. You know, that's undeniable. But there's too many ways for them to. There's so many ways for people to get into it, to invest. Where you could just get a Black Lotus and just be fine on that. But
Yeah.
that but I mean, currently right now, there is some weird there is this weird trend going on where some of the or where the vintage market is sort of it's like it's not a major collapse, but it's starting to see a downturn for some odd reason. But in terms of like people like coming like in terms of people buying new product and stuff, that is still where it needs to be for as far as Hasbro is concerned, or not. Is it Hasbro? Well, it's Wizards of the Coast. But I'm pretty sure they're owned by Hasbro.
Yeah.
Um, but the the main company itself is pretty much doing what they need to hit their quarterly goals, and if not exceed those. So as long as they're doing that, the game will still be fine. They would really have to try to destroy it themselves, honestly, because there's just it's I kind of agree with what you said. It's gotten pretty big to a point where it can't really fail unless they actually try to. Now there have been some times where they've done some controversial things, but all in all, I would say that if you're in the position where where you have the money to invest, I would consider putting Magic on your portfolio of things to have as an investment.
Yeah.
Now, I wouldn't say to go full in.
Right.
That is not something that Rudy suggests. He suggests that you diversify.
Yeah,
So
he's
just
gotten
have Magic be a
into
part of
real
it.
estate, which is always
Yeah,
real estate's one of those things that's like always going to be a good staple for any portfolio. But
exactly.
what's interesting is that Magic is unique in that the only downside that I can think of from an investment standpoint is that it is 100% not liquid. Like, you could own 7 Black Lotuses and you're still broke as fuck. like if you don't have anything else, like, you're still broke as fuck because that's not liquid at all. And the process to
Yeah,
actually liquefy those assets is kind of a pain in the ass.
it
So,
kind of is.
and then I guess there's also the fact that when it's always anxiety inducing dealing with numbers that big when there's so many fakes out there.
Exactly. But that just comes down to the case of where you just have to in terms of like with vintage stuff, that is very true, especially with how people try to make forgeries and stuff. That's always been a thing. It's been a thing with Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh and all these other games, and it's still gonna be around. There's not much you can do about it. The only thing you can really do is to just do your research, and if you buy any of the graded stuff, most of the time that's going to be legit,
Right.
unless if there's going to be that one case where someone actually swaps out the card, but that's going to be kind of hard to do because that stuff is sealed. So I don't know. You'd have to find some dedicated like maniac who's going to be trying to forge like a PSA set, like a PSA 8 or PSA 7 Black Lotus or some Max Opal or some card,
Mm-hmm.
and try to like pass on like or try to sell it at a heavy discount or stuff. Um, Mostly, I see it as a good investment from the from the booster box side of things, because that stuff is pretty much, there's been a track record of showing that there's been gains from most product,
Oh
but
yeah.
then like over the years it just it's just going to be different for each one, because you can't really predict these kind of things. So um, even when there's with any kind of investment, there's going to be some factor that you're not going to be able to control, and that's always going to be in the back of your mind, kind of being kind of putting you at some level of concern. It's just a matter of picking your poison, I guess.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting that I I guess what's really fascinating about Magic the Gathering finance is that it's to me kind of what a lot of people wanted cryptocurrency to be, and that it's totally decentralized. Yeah,
Yeah,
you could say Wizards of the Coast has to print the shit, but the big investments you're dealing with, it's stuff that's out of print, and it's just totally just in circulation, basically from one person to another. It's totally decentralized, and the the value isn't beholden to any organization or any government or anything. It's valued purely in terms of market forces and rarity and condition and factors that are totally not totally decentralized. Whereas
yeah,
uh, with cryptocurrency, it was extremely difficult to get into for the average person, because you would have to go through some sort of middleman in most cases. So whether it was, I don't know, like Coinbase or whatever those organizations are, and a lot of those were scams. They ran away with people's money after shit dipped. But with Magic, it's like the wild west, or really, you'd say the same about Pokemon, but Magic is the bigger one because the numbers are way bigger. So it's very interesting. I think there's going to be a lot as people become more and more suspicious of conventional economics in terms of centralization of their finances. I think
yeah.
a lot of people, largely thanks to Rudy, are going to end up discovering Magic, and I think it could potentially end up granting people a type of economic freedom that we really haven't seen in a long time.
I agree with that. Mostly because with Magic is like a game tied to it. There's a bit of more attraction to it compared to just putting money in stock and bonds or just buying real estate. That stuff seems boring compared to Magic for
Yeah.
some people, and that's what attracts people into it. Plus the fact that the stuff's not really taxed unless if like you buy and sell. But like you know if you got to pay, if you're getting charged like seller's fees or whatever, it's like probably nothing compared to like what you would have to do in terms of you know with real estate or
Right. And yeah,
stock.
exactly. Even with stocks, you have to pay a transaction fee. So
Yeah,
it's that's inevitable. But with Magic, the cost of whether it be getting an individual card graded or just the shipping prices, it's like that's really nothing compared. Like if you start dealing with some high value cards, that's really nothing compared to what you stand to gain.
yeah. It's all quite fascinating, and hopefully I see myself in a position where I just invest in Magic. Honestly, um, but of course it's not. It's obviously something that anyone can. It's just like I mentioned before. It's not really something that you should just go in and jump in right now at at any opportunity that you get. You know the opportunity is still going to be there. It's just a matter of what your situation is personally,
Right.
and whether you have any outstanding debt, or uh, if you can afford it really.
Yeah, that's fine. I for the record have not invested in Magic yet.
Yeah,
I'm personally trying to build up more of just standard savings, trying to get a set a set amount in my savings account that I won't touch, a good emergency fund, and then once I have that established, then I might start looking at Magic. But that's a tip for all you kids. Don't start investing until you have a solid savings that you can fall back on if shit goes south.
yeah,
And also never invest in anything that you haven't researched. That's how a lot of people
oh
got fucked
yeah,
with crypto.
yeah. Oh jeez.
So yeah, that's the STC finance for the day. I just wanted to go off on that tangent because I was thinking as I was watching Rudy videos, like Cam was the one who showed me this guy.
Yeah,
So thank you for that. You've added Another person to the repertoire of shit I waste my time watching.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised that it actually caught on with you like it did. I just figured it would take longer, um, or or I don't know. I end up getting into it, and then you get curious, and then you're like, I'm just here with my magic stuff, and you're like, oh, what the fuck, Cam? What are you doing with all this magic? I'm like, oh, didn't I show you this video like 5 years ago
Yeah.
in the basement?
You're in your fucking Black Lotus Bugatti.
Yeah. Yeah, carrying a bag of floppy tacos from Taco Bell with my in one hand and a bunch of hot sauce in the other. No pants on.
In this scenario, we have you driving a Bugatti, but you're still getting your food from Taco Bell.
Yeah. Yeah, then I'm driving up to the STC mansion.
Yeah, pull up. Cam, how did you afford this? Oh, don't you remember the 2019 meetup?
Yeah. I know Cody does it because he wasn't there.
Ooh. Hey, that's
Oh,
actually a great segue into another topic I wanted to talk to you about, and that is the
boy.
STC meetup tournaments and the current lineup for the 2020 meetup, which is slated to be Pokemon, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Pokken Tournament, and Texas Hold'em. What are your thoughts on this lineup? What games do you think you're gonna dominate? How do you think you're gonna do this year compared to last year?
I see myself. Honestly, I see myself doing a little better. The fact that Texas Hold'em actually made the pick, thanks to Umbi for suggesting poker as well.
Yeah.
and the fact that Pokken Tournament actually got suggested. I'm gonna have to actually buy Pokken now.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm pretty sure Ruxro and I are the only people in the group who actually own Pokken, so that kind of gives us an advantage.
Basically. So, I don't know, man. Like, I can see myself doing better, but I could also still see myself either, getting second or third again, just because, Umbi. But, we don't know what's going on with Mop, so let's hope that shit sorts itself out. So, we get a better idea. Because as it stands right now, if it was just between the four of us.
Hey, don't forget Cody. Cody is coming.
Oh yeah, don't forget Cody. Bruh, Cody hasn't seen any of this. He's definitely gonna be. You know what? Now, since you bring up Cody since you also reminded me that Cody's gonna be here, that also begs the question of who's gonna be last in this upcoming tournament.
Yeah, I know, because Umbi's got last and everything, but I think Cody is like.
Yeah, he's gonna get last in this one. I have there's a good chance because I'm pretty sure he doesn't know how to play poker. He doesn't have any of the Switch games, so.
And we've seen him play Pokemon.
Yeah.
We know all about his Pokemon skills.
So I don't know, man. This is. I think Cody's getting the wooden spoon this year.
Dude,
this upcoming tournament.
If Cody shows up and Umbi somehow still gets last in everything, then that's just proof that women shouldn't be allowed to play video games.
Yeah. Jesus.
So look, there's no way that Cody doesn't get last in at least Smash and Pokemon.
Yeah. Pokken, especially Pokken.
Oh yeah, and Pokken, because he doesn't even own a Switch.
Yeah. So I get part of me doesn't even imagine him playing with the Joy-Cons. I just see him bringing up his keyboard and telling Ruxo and be like, "Hey, pull up the settings. I need to map my keyboard."
Dude, it's gonna be a slaughter of Cody, and let's also remember. So I was kind of sad that Super Smash Bros. Melee wasn't in the lineup, but then I remembered I'm gonna get to play Melee anyways because I have my money match with
Yeah.
Cody.
You
So
still have it.
let's not forget that Cody's gonna get his ass whooped in 5 games. Melee,
Yeah.
Pokemon, Showdown, Ultimate, all these different games. It's gonna be brutal for Cody if he doesn't start training ASAP.
Yeah, and it's gonna be even worse if he fucking misses out on this one. Like, especially after saying that he was he was actually planning to come to this one.
Yeah, he's promised. He said, "I promise."
Yeah. Yeah, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be
Because
something.
right now it's starting to look. Yeah, it's definitely going to be real interesting. That's for sure. Like we're already like little over, like we're already over 6 months away from the next, or I don't know when we're gonna have it, but it's like
Yeah, it's not
8
that
months
far
away.
away. Yeah,
Yeah,
6 to 8 months. That's less than it takes
Yeah, 6 to
to
8 months.
have a baby.
yeah. What's up, Cody doesn't do that.
Oh, but hell nah, hell nah.
Cody has a baby. Yeah,
It's over. It's over.
yeah. Because I do not want to hear him say, "Can I bring the baby to the meetup? It's my week to take care of him."
Dude, that's crazy. Fucking
If that happens, I definitely would be the first person to ask him, "Are you sure that it's yours?"
yeah, that's I would ask for a DNA test. I'd want to see the
I need a
results.
DNA test. Like, does he also have a 1-inch pinch? Because that's the only way I'm gonna be able to tell that it's yours.
Just wait till it's able to talk, and then like see how
Oh my God.
see if it says like suck my cock.
I don't care.
Dude, that stream of his that I watched, it was like last Monday or whatever, when I donated those subs and he poured that shit on his chest.
Yeah, he poured the alcohol.
What was that one line? He said like, "You suck my dick and I give you cum. That's how it works."
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? No one else talks like Cody. Like,
Honestly, like, oh my God.
But yeah,
Cody.
if he comes, he's definitely losing in every video game, except maybe poker. I think poker is a very interesting choice because it's really pretty much just up to random chance. Like,
Yeah.
there's obviously strategy to it, like there is with anything that involves probability, but ultimately, like, even if you are the better player, you could still just get fucked over by a bad hand. So
Yeah.
maybe Cody could BS his way through a couple rounds of that, but
Let's hope so.
I know he ain't doing shit in Pokemon, and I know he cannot play fighting games. So let's hope he kills it in poker.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm actually curious to know if he actually knows that these are games.
No, he doesn't know the
tournament.
lineup.
Yeah, I bet he doesn't.
Dude, I
Just
saw.
like it took him like 2 weeks for him to find out that Mop was gone.
Yeah, it took him over 2 weeks. He uploaded a video that he recorded with Bob.
It was Mop, yeah.
Dude,
Wasn't it the same day that he found out too?
I think it was like the day before or something
The
like
day
that.
Yeah, day before he found out. Yeah, it was just too
man.
perfect.
Dude, well, he'll probably find out because I think that he'll watch this video. He normally watches most of my videos to his credit. So, Cody, if you didn't know, that's the lineup for the games, the tournaments. I believe he was talking shit last year and said that he was going to win every single tournament. So,
Yes, he did. I remember that.
So, well, get training, buddy. Get training.
Yeah.
I'm anticipating that you and I we'll have a rematch in Smash Ultimate again this year.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes. It was definitely good games last year.
Yeah.
Pokemon, everyone already knows I'm winning that shit because I'm the GOAT. Pokken, I have no idea who's going to win. Probably Rexro.
Yeah, me neither.
But I don't know, man. We'll see. And then poker is completely up in the air because, like I said, random chance and shit. But
Yeah.
I
do expect there to be a lot of explanation of the rules.
Oh yeah, there
Especially
will be.
from Cody.
We will break everything down as basically as humanly possible to make sure that Cody kind of gets it.
Yeah. I'm afraid what's going to happen after he learns how to play it because
Dude, that's the thing. What if we like give him a gambling addiction or something?
Yeah, and it's like the following week, he's like, dude, I'm in $5,000 in debt, dude. I bet my Kingdom Hearts Keyblade and I lost it.
I just maxed out my credit card on slot machines.
No, I hope to God there's no casinos in Wisconsin.
I actually don't know if they're legal in Wisconsin. That's a good question.
Yeah, let's hope not.
But even if they're not, he lives not that far from Chicago, so I would imagine they're legal in Chicago. So.
Okay. Well, according to Google, there is the Ho Chuk Gaming Wisconsin Dells, the Potawatomi Hotel and Casino,
Oh shit.
the Menno Mini Casino Resorts, and respectively they are in Baraboo, Wisconsin, Milwaukee.
Damn. Yeah. But let's hope we don't give Cody a gambling addiction then. Dude, no, you know what? He wouldn't even go to the casino. He would fucking do online gambling.
Oh, God. I don't want to... Now I want to see him stream. Now I want to see him stream that.
Cody, I'll give you 10 subs if you get a royal flush this hand.
Maxes out credit card to get 10 gifted subs.
We're getting that third emote, baby.
Yeah, we're getting the third emote. Oh, Jesus. I don't want to imagine how Cody would, what Cody's poker face would even look like. I don't even think he would even have one. It would just be like his regular face, or it would be like in that one icon he had on Skype where it was him pissed with when he was like fatter. He was looking pissed in the camera. You know which one I'm talking about.
Yeah. No, it would be the face that he's doing in which is it? It's one of the Pussy Stink. What? Pussy Stink 3. It'd be the face of Pussy. No, the one you used for the clown.
Oh,
Pussy Stink.
that's when he's shocked because he lost it. Yeah, that one. Oh my God. And then we get another. I made the bet when I was fucking drunk, you asshole.
Dude, yeah, that's what he would say in the casino. The dealer would be like, "All right, pay up," and he'd be like, "I made the bet when I was drunk." Holy shit. Yeah, it would be a Cody Cafe.
Yeah, it'd just be like, yeah, Cody's shocked and Cody can fail. Then he gets Codester's pissed. And after that, its Dream is dead. Oh my God.
to close out our discussion on STC tournaments, I do have one random statistic for you. Is that if we were to apply the scoring system that we used last year to the tournaments that we had in 2018, which was just melee and air hockey, you would also get third place by that system. So you really got 2 third places, which is impressive, but I feel like that's almost like a curse, like the third place curse. So my first question is, would you like me to print you up a second third place medal for the 2018 retroactively and send that to you, just to remind you that you're a double third placer? And secondly, what are you gonna do if you get a third place?
A third place. Oh, jeez. If I get a third place, man, I think that's a sign that I'm doing something wrong.
Because it's
Like,
it's literally like saying that you're average. Like, you're just so average.
Yeah. Yeah, because, like if Umby or Cody got third and they took my spot, then I feel like a retard.
Dude, if Cody or Umby got third, one, they would be ecstatic, but
Yeah.
secondly, something really bad must have happened.
Yeah, some kind of upset must have happened. Yeah. Like, I don't know, like, dude, that's fuck. If I end up getting third, man, that's a third again for like 3 years in a row. I think that's gonna say something, but hopefully that isn't the case. I'm hoping.
Yeah. When I asked Umby about the tournaments, this was before we even knew which games we were going to be playing, but she just basically said her hope is to not get last, which is very doable with Cody there. But
Yeah, very realistic.
It's nice that you have a higher goal, which is, not getting higher than third. It's nice to get some aspirations here on Nighttime Nostalgia.
Yeah.
So we've just had the 4-year anniversary of the creation of Shit Talk Central as it exists today. The name Shit Talk Central, I coined it on the 26th of 2015, and currently you and I are the only people still in the group who were around at that time.
From the inception, yeah.
From the inception. So,
jeez.
There's a lot we could say about this, but since this is your interview, I want to ask you, in that time period, say these past 4 years, what have been like the real moments that stand out to you, your favorite moments, things that you look back on fondly?
Definitely that year with Mox. Oh wait, no, that was after Mox. But the parts that involved Mox are definitely a highlight.
Like the Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl, yeah. The especially the part where we found his where we learned about his Twitch. That was a fun little jerk around for the short time that it was. Definitely the especially with the Twitter interactions when he was still on it. Oh my god. Definitely the meetups. They're definitely gonna be up there. That's for sure. Honestly, dude, there's just so much. Like, you got me with my cooking streams. You got all the recordings that we've done with Mop,
which are lost.
Those are definitely going to be which are lost now. Yeah, thanks, Mop. I definitely one moment I remember was well, I think it's on your channel, because you did upload. You both did sequential. Well, not sequential, but like y'all both did an LP that was sequentially recorded, right? With the Was it the Alpha Sapphire, or was that not going on at the same time, or was that going on separately?
I did Alpha Sapphire, but I don't think.
He-
Or he
I know
started an LP of it at one point. He started an LP of every game. He
Yeah.
and I did a co-op of Sun and Moon for a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's the one I'm thinking of. But yes, a lot of stuff has gone down, but that there were those instances that I specifically remember fondly of, and
You had a lot
especially
of good
where
moments in the Alpha Sapphire LP. That's where you were like,
yeah.
go educate yourself, bitch.
Yeah, go educate yourself.
And Vagina,
And
Virginia, Virginia.
Virginia vagina. uh, horror. I thought you were a whore, or I thought
Till
you
I
were thought
fucking
till I
better.
met Eric.
I think that was in my. I think that was in my
That
Black 2 LP.
Yeah, that's the one that was in your Black 2. That's the other one I was thinking of that you had. Um, dude, it's such a shame that all those things have been deleted. Like, right now, I'm convinced that if Mop does make a return, and if he hasn't gotten rid of that stuff, and if he does re-upload it, I'm definitely going to be saving copies of every single thing he uploads now, because I just can't
Oh,
trust
yeah,
this man
dude.
to not end up losing it.
Dude, he was doing so well. He had so many videos. He had like 250 or something, and he hadn't reset his shit in so long. And then just when he had the most beautiful moments uploaded on his channel, he took him down.
Yeah. Fucking awful.
It's like that Alex Jones clip where he's like, he was doing so good.
Yeah.
That's what makes it so bad.
Bad.
Yeah, it's really fucked up.
Yeah.
Unlike this show where we respect history, Mop just threw away so much amazing
I know.
history. Like golden age shit.
Yeah. Like, let me see. Let me see if I have anything on. Because I have my flash drive out. Let me see if I can find something random that I remember fondly of. Oh, yeah. Definitely this moment in the call where it's a big one.
Oh, that's a classic.
I have a screenshot of that. That's always a good one. That's always a good one to look back on. Yep, it was a big one.
It's a fucking big one.
And then let's see. I'm definitely gonna look back on definitely this year where we had the whole Cody saga with him being a clown, and then with the Twitter girl.
Oh shit! God.
That stuff basically goes together. That stuff you can't. I'm
Yeah,
gonna look
no.
back at that and just be like, yeah, that was fun.
Just watching everything we said about his relationship happen and him
Yeah.
ignoring us, it was something, all right. Dude,
Yeah.
it just just how pissed he would get. Dude, imagine if he was online like when Rexro said to make it Cody Clown.
Yeah.
You'd have been like, Rexro is vicious.
Yeah. I can't deal with this harassment.
Dude, I'm really interested to see if Cody does make it to the meetup, how he's going to interact with you. Because he said that he's going to
Exactly.
beat you up so many
Yeah, I
times.
remember that. Yeah, I was playing to shoot up the meetup. Umbi was playing to kill me.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna have another instance of that kind of
he's-
interactivity. Shit's gonna be fucked. Oh, oh my god. Oh, gee, I stumbled upon some golden ass shit. I remember this when I used to. I remember when Ben posted this, and then I saved it, and then I know there were like a few times, like I think it was like weeks after he posted it, and I would just like when he was like shit talking me, I would just post this in response.
Bro! Holy shit! We're just gonna leave that there. We're not gonna explain what that is. We're just gonna
Yeah,
leave it.
yeah, I'm gonna actually remove it for the sake of the video because
Oh man.
that didn't need to stay up for as long as it needed to.
Holy shit. Dude, the Gamer Mall Cop saga leading up to Ben's removal was fucking funny too.
Hell yeah. Fucking spamming this shit all the time.
Yeah.
Becoming deputy.
Dude,
I need to take screencaps of some of this shit because I need to take screencaps of some of that stuff because I'm pretty sure I have screencaps of that stuff somewhere, but I need to take more because oh my god, fucking that those have some pretty good those are some pretty good moments.
Oh yeah.
Hidden away in that saga.
Dude,
Just fucking chat.
if this server ever gets deleted for whatever reason, it's literally gonna be like the equivalent of the Library of Alexandria burning down. Like, there was just so much comedic gold hidden in our chat logs. Like I go back and just like I'll search a random word on the server and then like click on something and go back and read the conversations. It's like there's just so much funny ass shit in here.
Yes.
And we've only had the server for like a year and 3 months, and we've just already got like such a beautiful collection of shit posting.
Yeah.
By the way, did you know that you have the most posts of anyone in this server?
Are you serious?
Yeah, if you search from, like, I thought I would have the most, but if you search from Willy123T, it's why is it not doing the from thing on you? From, maybe I need to do it on my, it works on my laptop, but yeah, you can search like from a user and see how many they've posted. But apparently you've posted more than me. Like, you've posted 1,000 more messages than me.
Oh my god.
I like onion, but that's fucking gross. This is why I'm a gamer cop.
God, okay, gamer cop is not equal enforcer.
Just because he didn't like onions.
Just because he didn't like onions.
Or it's because he didn't like fucking raw onion.
Yeah, he didn't like raw onions, and then I'm like, Willie, post the video of the guy eating the onion. I'm like, what? No, he was eating a turnip.
No, it was an onion.
Oh,
but
okay.
you thought it was a turnip or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, regardless, that video is fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. I'm definitely gonna have to make it. I definitely would make it a personal assignment to look through the many messages that are posted on here and definitely have an archive of some of the best moments of the chat.
Right.
Because I'm not even sure how one is supposed to like archive all of this, because I'm pretty sure there's no way you can actually download like a text file that has every single thing that was posted here or something. That's like, I don't think that's even remotely possible.
That'd be dope if you could, though.
Yeah.
So my final question that I have written down here is something that I thought of because we've all got some sort of creative passion here. We all would probably like to be able to pursue creative endeavors full time and whatnot, but obviously there's restrictions on that, and it seems
Yeah.
like you in particular are a very creative person who is restricted in a lot of ways. So my question for you is, what is your biggest fantasy of like your ideal creative project that you could work on if like money and the resources weren't an issue? If you just had unlimited resources, what's like your big project that you would do?
Jeez, man, I don't even know where to begin. Like, honestly, I've had certain things that I've done. Uh, certain things I've done that like I've probably only done like once or a few times, and I never touched it again. And thinking about it now, I actually think, well, damn, I probably should have kept going at this and actually make this a thing. Because like you said, all of us have some sort of creative passion that we would want to pursue even further. Um, for me, it could be a mixture of different things. Like I've honestly like I know I personally did art for like a year in high school, and then and then I just dropped it after that. I just took it for the credit, but honestly, it's something now that I think I would actually want to actually pick back up and actually do as a like there's just certain things. There's like I feel like there's like so many little not very like it's kind of like a niche. Like there's certain like niches I could fill, whether it be being an artist that just draws fan art or something, or uh, I honestly see myself as being kind of like a geez, I don't even remember the name of the guy. There was like an artist that had like I forgot his name, but I saw a video about him, and it was the guy who did like all these fantastic art pieces, but he never got any recognition for it until like he was like on his deathbed, basically, because he was basically a shut-in for the whole majority of his life, and he
Hmm.
dedicated himself to this stuff. I forgot what his name was. I know he had a Down the Rabbit Hole video. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Um, no, I don't think I can. I just let's see if I type this in. Oh,
That's
Harry Darger, Henry Darger. That's the guy. He has his there's like a dedicated video talking about how he had like he basically had a terrible life, like living in these terrible housing situations, and basically not really. He was basically living society as not a fully functionable person, just because of how he was brought up, and essentially he ended up doing all these different pieces of literature and art, and none of it got appreciated. Uh, got any appreciation until after he died, and his art pieces have sold for lots of money, and they're widely appreciated now. Like even I think some of that stuff's pretty neat. But personally, I would probably like to maybe see myself do some art and see how that works out. Honestly, I could see myself doing like some kind of like I don't want to say like I know I've seen some various other um like watching Samurai Jack and seeing the creator Gendy Tartakovsky work on it, and how he basically has this simplistic art style that basically works because it's so like it's basically like a formula of just keeping things simple, and you know if you and basically having a bit of like being able to do so much with so little, basically. and there's not much appreciation for that kind of stuff now, because now these days everything is just limited. With in the case of Henry Darger, he really uh, symbolizes the true meaning of having creative freedom, because he didn't since he didn't show it to nobody, He didn't show anybody his work. He never got criticized for it,
Mm.
and he basically just did things the way that he saw. He didn't need it, and he didn't look for approval for it. He didn't ask for input. He just did things the way he did it, and because he freely did his art on his own demeanor, he was able to really create these quite highly appreciated pieces of art. Even if some of them are questionable, they are still widely appreciated for what they are. That's one thing I would like to do is actually see myself get into art, or at least try to give it a shot and see where I go with that. Um, Another thing is definitely either was definitely me picking learning an instrument.
Mm.
In middle school, I used to play the piano for a music class, and I was just learning just simple scales and stuff. I think one of the last songs I remember that I learned to play was the I think it was either London Bridge or one of those nursery rhymes. I forget, or one of those nursery rhyme songs. Uh, but you know, it was something that I didn't mind doing. I just, since I was a kid at the time, I just didn't really care for it that much. But uh, now seeing you guys make music and producing your own albums and stuff, it's kind of made me kind of like look back and think, yeah, I fairly enjoyed this kind of thing, and it wasn't too bad. Either I could pick up the uh, piano again, or actually learn something else like a trumpet, um, do that sort of thing, and just eventually create my own music. Um, Honestly, that'd be something that I could probably do later on. But it's something that I've always like kind of looked at and think, yeah, I definitely could do something like that. Um, I know for sure. One thing I would like to do. I'm not sure if I'm going to do this in the near distant future. I'll see how things work out, but I definitely want to take some cooking lessons. just so just so I can not because I think I'm bad at cooking in general. It's mostly the fact that I want to actually try to cook certain things that like are more intermediate, because like um I think the hardest thing I've probably done is make cheesecake, because meatballs is just a matter of, well, I make meatballs look hard, but uh, that's besides the point. Meatballs are meatballs. You can't really. It's a really forgiving recipe. I've made more simplistic stuff, and I kind of want to see, like, I kind of want to make some foreign stuff, like what is it, like there's like a German desserts. Because I know it's well, not German, but like European stuff. Because there's like a whole mixture of different things, like tiramisu. Um, what was it? I think they call it strudels or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Um, Stuff like that. I definitely. Oh, excuse me. Um, I definitely want to uh, try to try to learn how to make some of these other dishes that I haven't made myself before. I kind of want to expand on that, just because some of this stuff. While I've eaten some of this stuff, I actually would like to like learn how this stuff is made, because personally, I find that really interesting, with the sheer fact that it's something that you're doing with your hands, and you get to taste the results of your work, and you'll know if you did a good job, if you like it and it tastes pretty good, and it's something satisfying for me, I guess, that I wouldn't mind embracing. Now, I don't really see myself making this into a business, because for the sheer fact that uh, I don't really, I personally have no real interest of making that sort of thing into a business, even if I had the resources to. Uh, that's just me personally right now. But it may be if I end up, if I were to have unlimited resources and learn more about cuisine and stuff, maybe I can make it into. That would be something I'd be interested in. But um, I definitely would like to try to um, like I've always had like many different goals set for myself, whether it be establishing different different retirement goals, like um, being able to retire at a certain age and be able to do some of this other stuff, whether it be um, traveling the country or going to see other places or picking up different hobbies, whether it be doing something as simple as learning to play golf or play racquetball or something like that. Um, I've always like made very uh, I wouldn't say it's far fetched, but it's definitely something that I definitely see myself putting my mind towards in terms of like retirement, because I'm always thinking like right now that's like basically on my mind because obviously of how I am where I am now um, in my life, and right now I'm really been interested in looking towards the future and setting myself up for retirement, even though I'm
And
like
the
at
future
24
is
years
now.
old. Yeah, the future is now basically. You know, like some of the crazy, or not, I wouldn't say it's crazy, but some of the more outlandish stuff that I've suggested is like, oh, I definitely want to own my own Chick-fil-A, just so I can say that I own one, or say that I own a Raising Cane.
Dude, yeah, dude,
And
I
even
would
though,
love to own my own canes. Just like I want to open
hell yeah,
the first canes to ever exist in West Virginia. That would be
exactly,
like it's like they should have one in every state. But
yeah,
for some reason, everyone just always overlooks West Virginia. We always get the short end of the stick. I'm gonna
yeah,
open the first canes in West Virginia.
yeah. And for me, I just like, it's just the sheer fact that I like, obviously I like Cane's and Chick-fil-A. I would definitely like to have my own location, my own franchise,
Yeah, that'd be
whatever it
dope.
is. And that was something I definitely would do if I had unlimited funds. I would definitely be opening more locations, getting the brand out there. Um, right now, I guess like my main interest is definitely with cars, mostly because I'm trying to save up to replace my current one. Just because I guess I feel like moving on to something else, and I definitely would want to, if I had the funds to, definitely would would. Well, this is just. I mean, I haven't. I want to. I mean, I don't want to say this, but like it's definitely something that I'm thinking about, mostly because since I'm recently getting into it, I definitely would see my like since I've recently been getting into cars, I would like to pick up on uh fixing cars and restoring them, because there's some really nice cars out there. And I know you're not much of a car guy, you don't even drive much yourself, but they're like I've just been watching videos on like some like on histories of some of like on histories on certain like car models that are either currently discontinued or more or less uh, certain brand or certain makes of the models that are like uh, very rare in the case. And I would definitely, if I had the resources, I would definitely pick up on restoring cars, and definitely would probably as a hobby just be collecting certain cars and restoring them, because like there's like I like while I look at certain websites to see what cars are out there, I also look on a auction website, Copart, that does auctions on cars that are ready to drive or they're clear titled, so there's nothing wrong with them. And then there's also like a whole bucket load of cars that are salvaged and damaged, have flood damage, or just been in car accidents and are just absolutely wrecked. And some of those are actually pretty nice. Like if you were able to fix them and restore them, they would actually be pretty nice cars. And I personally don't see myself doing it just so I can flip them. I mean, I could, but I really would definitely want to have my own little garage where I can be restoring cars and bringing them back to their former glory, as per se, because some of these cars, I like, from what I've seen, are highly sought after and also, in some cases, disregarded and underrated for
Mm.
what they are. And they definitely have, and to me, they definitely have some significant, definitely have a definite significant like meaning for me, I guess. I definitely would do something like that. I can't think of anything else that I would do if I had unlimited funds at the moment, because I've always thought of different things I would do. Like I know in high school I thought I saw myself being a video game designer, but then here we are now, and I'm actually seeing like American video game companies like EA, Blizzard, um,
Oh yeah,
companies like
it's
those kinds of companies,
it's a
basically
horrible
shooting themselves in the
industry.
foot.
It's
And
a
it's a
horrible
whole,
industry.
yeah, the whole, it's a hole in the industry, basically. Yeah, it's just crazy. I don't see myself doing that anymore. But um, other than that, I don't really have much else really. Um,
Like just
uh,
with the cars, just don't start watching NASCAR on us, okay?
no, 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 no.
Like-
I'm not gonna be PGM because fucking, I'm not getting in. I'm not definitely not gonna be getting into NASCAR. No, no, that's a definite thing. No, it's just, I just appreciate cars. I like cars, but I don't want to watch them going in circles for like over 4 hours. No, I'm not that crazy. I already got one sport, or one actual sport,
Yeah,
one real sport, and it's soccer.
that's right.
Oh well, actually, now that I think about it, I can't believe I forgot that. I definitely want to end up having a majority stake in my local soccer team, because I feel I'm pretty sure everyone here, everyone in Houston and their mother would would run this team much better than the people who currently own it, and it's definitely something I would like to have uh, as per se a legacy, even um, just to say that I own this team. That's something I feel quite passionate about, but that's really something I'm just thinking about in the back of my mind if I were to win the lottery or something. But like, I mean, it's whatever. Um, Another thing that I guess I haven't really written off that I thought about doing if I had the money and the time to would definitely be to open my own card shop.
Mm.
Definitely would like to run my own business in that selling cards. I definitely, especially because here there's like significant areas that are being underserved, and it's just a hassle having to drive over 30 minutes to some of these places. But I guess that's just how things are. But that's definitely one thing I would do if I had the unlimited funds. Uh, Definitely own a retail lot and just have the car shop there as, I guess, just for the hell of it. Because if I was trying, because I'm definitely not going to try to run one just to make money, because that would be insane. I would just have to just ride on the fact that I own this retail lot, and then I have all the other stores paying rent to
Mm.
basically cover for that one. That's the only way I see myself doing that, for sure. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
Well, we have exhausted the questions that I prepared for this. Do you have anything else that you would like to say to the people before we close?
Shit, yeah. Umbi, you still haven't used that fucking sub I gifted you.
That's not true.
Cody.
She posted.
Oh yeah, she used it. She used it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. I don't think I ever got a thank you for that.
Ooh, hold
That's
on. Let me
whatever.
check. Let me check.
Yeah, let me check. Yeah, I want to check that too. Oh wait, did she say? Oh no.
All right, let's
That was
see.
you.
I love how Umbi still hasn't noticed that I gifted her a sub, and she said I don't check Twitch often. Oh yeah, I don't see any. I don't see a thank you. I don't see a thank you.
I don't see a thank you. I definitely don't see a thank you.
That's fucked up.
I know, right? See, now I'm afraid this is gonna end up happening if we actually make the Secret Santa thing happen this year. 'Cause this is gonna be my first one, and if I end up with Umbi, I'm gonna end up with
Bro,
another.
nobody signed up.
I know.
Zero of you motherfuckers sent me your email address. What the? We had 5 people last year. How do we go from 5 to 0? Okay,
Did
look,
Mop
we
like? Who was the big winner out of this, like from last year's Secret Santa, arguably from your
honestly,
perspective?
I think I got the best gifts because Mop got me the Donald Trump socks and the Monster Girl encyclopedia, which
Okay, yeah. I know why the people don't want to do it because Mop's not here anymore.
yeah, because I guess he has the best gifts because he's without his daddy's cash, he'd be poor as
Yeah,
shit.
they're fucking sleeping on the gamer mall cop.
Yeah,
Honestly.
they're sleeping on me, dude. I gave Umbi an amazing anime figure last year. I mean, like I said,
Yeah, you did.
all the gifts were nice, except for I mean, the Cody gave Ben some gay Funko Pop thing, but that's because Ben wanted it. Ben asked for it, so
Yeah, so
that
it's
gift
whatever.
was gay, but it's because Ben wanted it.
Wait. Did Cody ever get his gift? I remember for like 2 months he's been saying he never received it.
Dude, I think Cody still like says that he never got his gift, but I believe Umbi when she says that she like shipped it and everything. Like
Yeah.
I think that Cody, I think it probably got stolen by his brother or his mom or some shit. Like
What? I don't remember. What did she get him?
it was like some stoner thing.
Okay,
Like you know they do
sounds about right.
loot crate. Like I think it was like stoner crate or some shit like that.
Oh my god. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah,
Which would have been a great gift for Cody, and
honestly.
I believe that she shipped it. I just think that it probably just got stolen, to be honest.
Yeah. Let's see what else.
But yeah, fucking 0 people this year. Like, congratulations. I really,
Yeah.
I
Thanks,
really,
guys.
I really hope that I'm the first person in STC to die, so that way, like, you guys can be at my funeral and lower me into my grave and let me down just one last
One
time.
last time. Oh my god. We're definitely gonna have to take. We're definitely gonna have to make a second, like a second attempt at this.
If Cody gets online sometime, I'm gonna mention it to him because I know Cody didn't read the announcements. Look,
Of course he did.
which should be the one thing. Like, even if you don't check STC often, just if you see
Yeah.
if you see the little bubble next to the announcement tab, at least read that part.
No, nigga.
But
Like I swear, everything. Like if there's one thing, that's another. Actually, I'm gonna add on to this. If I had unlimited funds, if I had unlimited funds and no restraints, I definitely would personally go to Cody's house and like get on his computer and fix all the shit that
Oh
like
my
he has
gosh,
trouble
dude.
with. I would be his Geek Squad. I would be his one man
dude,
Geek Squad.
he needs Geek Squad
He needs it.
on
Because like
speed
I literally
dial.
need to be like, yeah, I'm like, okay, Cody, you don't need this shit. I'm gonna get rid of this. You fucking can't figure out how to use what's it, Streamlabs for your notifications and stuff. I'm gonna get that. I'm definitely getting that taken care of. I'm taking care of your Discord. I'm definitely gonna be moving all this other shit around. Oh my god.
Dude, that's such a good idea.
It is a good idea. I've been thinking that every time he does something on the computer, every time he, like, honestly,
Cody has probably downloaded more viruses than like I've downloaded like music. Like Cody installs a virus every time he tries to install something else.
Exactly. And then I'm pretty sure he could free up so much space if he got rid of all that shit. Because I'm pretty sure he does not empty out his download folder.
No.
And at least half that shit is like stuff that can be deleted. And then, oh my god. Yeah, that's definitely one more thing I would do.
Yeah, if Cody gets online soon, I'm gonna ask about Secret Santa, and if he says that he'll do it, then me, you, and him will do Secret Santa this year.
Yeah. Because I'm surprised Rexo didn't even.
Yeah. The last year we had me, Mop, Ben, Umby, Cody. So I thought that me, Umby, and Cody would participate again, and then Mop and Ben would be replaced by you and Rexro.
Yeah.
That's not how it worked out, apparently.
Yeah, apparently not. Like, I'm definitely not gonna expect Luffy or Okami to join in this year.
Right.
I'm not expecting that. I mean, hell, I'll be even surprised if they even do anything. But shit. I mean, fuck, that's just how it is, I guess. Like, fuck. Yep. Cody, you better fucking come to the meetup in 2020. If you don't, then when Donald Trump gets reelected, I'm gonna have him personally come to your come onto one of your streams and then tell you to keep it down.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, keep it down, and then have Mike Pence just come in and be like, code red, we got a creeper clown. We got a creeper clown. We gotta secure the computer. Be like, I'm not a creeper clown. I only like teenage pussy.
18 it up.
18 it up. 18 it up. Let's see. Yeah, I'm already called out Umbi, called out Cody. Don't really have much to say to Rexro besides make that shit with the girl happen. I know he was talking about that.
Hey,
you gotta make it. I'm rooting for him.
Yeah, I am too, because she's clearly interested in him just based off of that story alone.
I know. That's definitely a good indicator, if anything, of anything coming, anything that can of any of good outcome.
Yeah.
If he plays his cards right.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's it. I don't really have much else to say.
Alright, well, thank you for joining me for a Nighttime Nostalgia interview. We're just knocking these interviews out. Really, the only one I have left to do is Rexro. So, stay tuned for that, everybody. And also, stay tuned for those of you, including Cam, who never got to watch the Eric interview when it was on Mop's channel. I will soon be uploading my recording of the Eric interview. It's not all lost. I have the Eric interview. That'll be up.
Thank God.
So yeah, thank you for tuning in to Nighttime Nostalgia, the most inconsistent, sporadic show on the internet. We will see you next time.